Hey there! In this video, I will unbox and set up this Sennelier Aquarelle Watercolor tube set, and then I will create a mixing chart for it.
Pastel pink in the sunset. You know I never wanna make you upset.
So I found this set of 12 tubes of 10 milliliters of Sennelier Aquarelle Watercolor on offer on Amazon a couple of weeks ago, and I had to get it. The set comes in a metal box that I thought I could later use to store some watercolor pans, because I already have a separate case where I keep all my watercolor tubes in, so I really don't need this box to store them. But I do love to store my watercolor pans in metal boxes, so I thought I could do that. But as it turns out, is not going to be possible because the tube holder is not removable at all. So, well, it is what it is. I guess I'll keep them in here. The box is still a nice box, a pretty standard watercolor metal box with a ring holder on the back and a few mixing wells on the two opening lids. The set also comes with a round number 3 brush from Sennelier that feels to me as if it's made with natural fibers. It holds a lot of water and it comes to a quite fine point, but I'm not completely sure about that, so it's just a guess. Keep that in mind. The set also comes with a round number 3 brush from Sennelier that feels to me as if it's made with natural fibers. It holds a lot of water and it comes to a quite fine point, but I'm not completely sure about that, so keep that in mind. But let's talk about the watercolors, shall we? As I said before, the tubes have 10 ml of product in it, which I think is a quite fair quantity. And on the tubes, you get all the information about pigments, light fastness, and transparency, as you would expect from a professional grade watercolor. And I'll talk about those specifically later, but for now, let's see what colors we get. This set comes with 12 colors that are lemon yellow, Sennelier yellow light, French vermilion, Sennelier red, opera rose, phthalo cyanine blue, ultramarine deep, forest green, phthalo green light, burnt sienna, warm sepia, and Payne's grey. So, do you notice something's missing? Something that usually comes with almost every watercolor set you can buy, and that's right, white and black. And that's actually what definitely sold me on this set. I don't like to get titanium white that I don't use at all or rarely, and black in every single set. So I was really glad to see no white and Payne's grey instead of black in this set. Another reason that convinced me to buy this set is that Sennelier Watercolor L'Aquarelle is honey-based, and I know there are other companies of watercolors that use honey in their formula, but I've never tried one before, and being based in Europe, this is still the most available brand that does that, and the most affordable as well. So I was really excited to try these out, and I decided to start off great with them to make a mixing chart for the whole palette, which I think that especially with restricted palette, limited color palette like this one with 12 colors is a really great exercise. I mean, it would be even with bigger palettes, but it would also be more complicated to do. I first saw this exercise done by Denise Sodden in Liquid Colors here on YouTube a couple of years back, and I've been doing a couple of times with some different palettes in old palettes of my collection, and I really enjoy doing it. You basically need to prepare a grid with writing all the colors in the same order on both sides of the grid, and then proceeding to mix every single colors with every single color, basically. I don't know how else to explain it. And it's a wonderful exercise to get started with a new palette and start to get to know your watercolor, see how they mix together, and the potential of a new set of watercolor you get. Now let's go deeper into the specifics and characteristics of these colors. First, let's take a look to light fastness, which is very important to a lot of artists. Almost all of the colors of this set are rated very good with regards to light fastness. Just 2 are rated just good, and those are Lemon Yellow, which is made with the pigment PY3, and Tallow Cyanine Blue, which is made with PB15. The other color that is rated very low on the light fast scale is Opera Rose, but that is quite normal and to be expected, because I think in every brand, Opera Rose is a dye-based color which contains dyes, and so is normally not very light fast. It is actually quite a volatile color. Another thing that a lot of watercolorist artists are concerned about is whether the colors are made of too many pigments or if they are single pigmented colors. And in this set, 8 out of 12 colors are single pigmented colors. The only exceptions are the greens, both forest green, which is made out of 3 pigments, and the phthalo green that has 2 pigments in it, and also warm sepia and Payne's gray that are both made out of 2 pigments. Obviously, this could affect the color mixing properties, but having tested this set for a couple of weeks now in a different couple pieces, I haven't encountered any problem in that regard at all. Also, 8 out of 12 colors are listed as transparent in the description, with the exception of 3 colors being semi-transparent, and those are forest green, warm sepia, and Payne's gray, and 1 color being listed as opaque, and this is French vermilion. I don't see it as that opaque, to be honest, but I'm not a very expert person in pigments, so this is made with PR242. If you know more about it, let me know down in the comments, but to me it looks pretty transparent. Now for my final thoughts. As I said before, I have used these for a couple of weeks now and I'm quite enjoying them. I obviously need to use them a bit more to actually get the complete feel of those, but I really like these colors. They are pretty pigmented, they are very easy to reactivate with water, and to me they really mix great. And yeah, I'm really happy to add them to my collection. What about you? If you have this set in particular and you want to share your opinion about them, I would love to know what you think. I also hope you did enjoy this video and found it useful in some ways. If you did like it, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and if you have a art supplies obsession like me, consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you join this small community of art supplies lover. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.